Parallel processing involves detecting all of the features of an object and processing them simultaneously.
Feature detection theory states that we have specialized cells that can detect three things: cones for color, parvocellular for shape, and magnocellular for motion. Bottom-up processing refers to the recognition of objects by parallel processing and feature detection. Bottom-up processing is also called stimulus/data-driven processing. Top-down processing refers to the recognition of an object by memories and expectations.
Top-down processing is also called conceptually driven processing.
Perceptual organization refers to the integration of surrounding stimuli to process environments.
Perceptual organization analyzes four aspects of stimuli: form, motion, consistency, and depth. Depth perception is our ability to see objects in 3D, even though the images imposed on the retina are in 2D. There are two important binocular cues: retinal disparity and convergence. Retinal disparity allows us to perceive depth because the eyes receive different images. Convergence is the extent to which the eyes turn inward when looking at objects to give us a sense of depth. The ciliary muscles of the eye are relaxed when viewing objects far away. The ciliary muscles of the eye are tense/contracted when viewing objects up close. Monocular cues can tell us about the form of an object. Relative size is a monocular cue that refers to the phenomena of distant objects being projected as smaller images onto the retina. Interposition is a monocular cue that refers to the phenomena of larger retinal images being perceived when an object covers the view of another. Relative clarity is a monocular cue in which closer objects appear more clearly than distant ones. Texture gradient is a monocular cue in which objects with an indistinct texture are seen as being more distant. Relative height is a monocular cue in which objects higher in our visual fields are seen as being more distant. Relative motion is a monocular cue in which objects that move faster are perceived as being closer, while objects moving slower are perceived as being further. Relative motion is also called motion parallax. Linear perspective is a monocular cue in which parallel lines seem to converge to a central vanishing point as distance increases. Light/shading and shadow/contouring are monocular cues in which closer objects reflect more light than distant ones. Size constancy is a monocular cue focused on relative size. Shape constancy is a monocular cue in which a changing shape will still maintain the same shape perception. Color constancy is a monocular cue in which changes in light can change the color falling on the retina even though we end up perceiving it to be the same color. The phi phenomena is a monocular cue in which optical illusions of still photographs presented in rapid succession appear to be moving. The phi phenomena is also called the motion picture effect.